Hello and welcome to the latest update from the Met Office. Wednesday night is a blustery one for northwestern Britain, but we keep the calm conditions in the southeast, and it's here where there will be some fog and frost forming, as per previous nights this week. But it's a bit more complicated for Wednesday night, and that's because, the frost and fog will form quite readily during Wednesday evening. Well, we have got a weather feature moving south, and by 9 p.m. it's across Wales and the Midlands. A weather front that brought wet weather to western Scotland and Northern Ireland earlier in the day. It runs into the high pressure further south. It diminishes, just a few spots of rain, but it's the cloud associated with this that will add some complexity to the forecast. That cloud acting as a blanket in places as it drifts southwards, and that means that later in the night some of that fog will tend to lift. The frost will become more localised, more especially to the southeast rather than elsewhere. There'll still be a few fog patches lingering, so I would say it's more likely to be fog coming and going through the night, on and off from place to place as well, rather than widespread or prolonged. Now elsewhere, further northwest, it's a blustery picture as we start off Thursday. Showers continuing through the night across northern and western Scotland and coastal gales, strengthening breeze here. But for many places further south, it's calm, albeit fairly murky. We keep the area of high pressure close to the south for the time being, but it is slipping away. We're opening the door to these tight isobars and a strong westerly flow, bringing back Atlantic-driven weather across the UK. Milder weather arriving into the northwest, but with that we do see a great deal of moisture pushing back into Scotland, Northern Ireland, and then across northern England and North Wales, turning increasingly cloudy, increasingly wet, increasingly windy. The strongest winds will be in the north and the west of Scotland, coastal gales, 65-mile-per-hour gusts, and the heaviest rainfall will be over western hills of Scotland, where it will continue to pile in through Thursday and into the first part of Friday. 60 to 80 millimetres of rainfall accumulating over western hills. Some of the wetter spots seeing more than that. Yellow warning in force because of the risk of localised flooding and transport disruption. A different story further south, a grey, murky start to the day. The breeze increasing through the day, that will help to lift the mist, but we'll see increasing cloud layers, so staying generally grey, if largely dry, until the end of the day. Temperatures technically higher than previous days this week, but not feeling especially warm because of that breeze. You can see how the rain, the focus for it at least, shifts its way southwards through the night. And Thursday night, generally that wet weather confined to western hills, but there'll be a few spots elsewhere, turning very unsettled by the end of the night across Wales and the southwest. But because of the wind and all the cloud across the country, well, temperatures aren't going to fall very far at all. Looking at higher temperatures by the start of Friday compared to daytime values through much of the week for southern Britain. A very different feel to things for Friday morning. Wet and windy rather than foggy and frosty for southern parts of the country. The prolonged rain, though, finally eases across western Scotland, but we do keep a lot of blustery showers pushing into here. And the wet and windy weather further south moves away to allow further showers to come in, but also some breaks in the clouds, some brighter spells as well. Increasingly blustery, though, through the next few days. You'll notice that gusty wind, heavy downpours coming and going. 12 and 13 Celsius on the thermometer, though, so Friday afternoon certainly the mildest weather of the week so far. And of course, you can keep up to date with all the very latest by following the Met Office on social media and follow the weather where you are on the Met Office app. Bye-bye.